Now, Matt Stafford is widely regarded as one of the biggest waste of talents in recent memory, but does he still have a chance to go to a team that can contend, get a Super Bowl, and maybe get some more Pro Bowls and have a chance at the Hall of Fame? So what is up, guys? Ativ here. And in this video, I'll be talking about what does the future look like for Matt Stafford. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Now, Matt Stafford, here's some backstory about him. He was drafted in the 2009 NFL Draft as the first overall pick in the first round with the selection of the Detroit Lions. And the Detroit Lions, they were coming off one of the, if not the worst seasons in NFL history. They were 0-16 in 2008. This gave them the first spot in the NFL Draft, and they took Matt Stafford. He had an amazing college career, and, well, in my eyes, his best season was 2011, 2 years after he was drafted. But this is just for himself, not as a team. He had 5,038 yards, so he broke the 5,000 yard mark, which is insane. He had 41 touchdowns, so he got more than 40 touchdowns. And he had 16 interceptions, which sure it's a lot, but 41 touchdowns to 16 interceptions. It's basically a 2.5 touchdown to interception ratio, so that is good right there. And he somehow still didn't make the Pro Bowl. I don't know if Andy Dalton and Cam Newton really deserve to make the Pro Bowl in that season. But hey, what can you do? But as a team, I think that the Lions' best season was in 2014. This was Jim Caldwell's first season. Jim Schwartz was fired. I'm not sure if he was fired or what happened, but they hired Jim Caldwell, and they're probably still regretting firing him right now. But anyways, Jim Caldwell, in his first season, he finished 11-5 with the Lions, and they were number 2 in the NFC North, behind the 12-4 Packers. But the outcome was that they lost the wild card versus the Cowboys. And by the way, Matt Stafford, he's made 3 playoff games in his NFL career, but he's never won any of them, But anyways, now we're going to be talking about the future. So the future, Matt Stafford, he signed that 5-year, $135 million contract with the Lions a couple of years ago, and he will become a free agent in 2023. So if I were in Matt Stafford's shoes, I'd honestly ask for a trade as soon as possible. You're already 32. How much time do you really have left? But I made a list of teams that I think that Matt Stafford could go to, so I will show it up to you on the screen right now. And I'm not going to go over all of them, but I will go over 1 or 2 teams. Now, one team that I really think would benefit from having him is the Colts. And I got a comment actually on my last video, or the Colts video I made a couple of days ago. I'll show it on the screen right now. And so I'm pretty sure they're a Colts fan judging by their name. But they said that they could get Matt Stafford. And Matt Stafford, he would look really good on the Colts. The Colts, yes, they have T.Y. Hilton, who is aging, but the Colts' defense is absolutely insane. Jonathan Taylor is playing like a beast right now for a rookie. And the Colts' weapons, Michael Pittman and Zach Pascal, I feel like they could blossom into 2 great players. Matt Stafford could definitely help them along the way. Matt Stafford, he's one of those players who his stats don't tell the full story. You have to actually watch Matt Stafford to see how good he is. People say Mahomes is the creator of the no-look pass. Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford, in my eyes, created them. And, it's funny, they're both from the NFC North, so hey, maybe the NFC North, they must have been talking to each other, but I think that Matt Stafford, he is one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league, and he's had to work for everything that he's done in the NFL. Yes, he did have Calvin Johnson, but Calvin Johnson retired, rightfully so, I'd say. And Matt Stafford, he's a fighter. I think that he has the right mindset. He's not a diva at all. He never complains. He doesn't yap at all. I've never seen him yap. And he has great sportsmanship as well. So Matt Stafford, he'd work well on really any team that needs a quarterback. And when I made the list, that's actually what I was gonna do, just put every single team that didn't need a quarterback. But what would be the fun of that? I just put the team that I thought he would work best with. So yeah, that's what I did. And the Colts, I think that would be the best team for him to go to. I mean, like I said, they have receivers that could definitely blossom into something great. Their defenses are one of the best in the league. Well, I wouldn't say it is the best, it's one of the best. Darius Leonard, he can tackle anyone basically. DeForest Buckner, he's one of the best players for his position. And Xavier Rhodes, he's not the greatest player, but I mean, he's still Xavier Rhodes. Like, you can't say he's a bad player, Is he still on the Colts? I don't know. I haven't even heard about that guy in forever, but I mean, he's still decent. And the Colts, honestly, by players, their defense isn't the greatest, but as a team in general, they can play very well. And you saw what they can do with an aging Phillip Rivers. And sure, he's having a much better season than he did last season, but imagine putting in Matt Stafford instead of Phillip Rivers. Just how much better this team would be. They could honestly be contending for a Super Bowl spot. I mean, yes, it sounds like a stretch, but still, they have good coaching, a really good quarterback, and I mean, their team still has time to just develop into a bunch of Pro Bowlers. I mean, Matt Stafford, he might actually get another Pro Bowl season if he went to the Colts. He does not have good coaching at all right now, as we all know. I mean, at least the Lions fired Matt Patricia. But with their new coach, he's 1-3. The Lions, there's the meaning of mediocrity, and when you think of mediocrity, the Lions are the first team that come into your head. But another team Matt Stafford could go to is the Niners. The Niners, they're paying Jimmy Garoppolo almost an exact same contract as Matt Stafford. I mean, Garoppolo's getting 5 years, $137.5 million, while Stafford's getting 5 years, $135 million. So the money will not be an issue. I mean, you're losing 20. Literally, Jimmy Garoppolo's getting paid more than Matt Stafford, which is kind of sad because he's nowhere near Matt Stafford's level. He's not clutch. Matt Stafford, I'm pretty sure he's had 31 comeback games and winning drives, and the one I remember the most from recent memory is the Falcons one. I mean, Todd Gurley, I'm pretty sure they actually both went to Georgia. Todd Gurley, I mean, he accidentally scored a touchdown, and Matt Stafford capitalized on it as much as he could with that game-winning play. So Matt Stafford, he knows what he's doing. He has the IQ. He has an insane IQ. I think that what the future holds for him is a new team that will use him wisely if he asks for a trade. But the real thing is if he asks for a trade. Will he ask for a trade? I don't know, because he's not a diva, first of all. And second of all, I mean, he's basically the main thing the Lions got. Like right now, whenever you think of the Detroit Lions, you think of mediocrity and Matt Stafford. Well, that's what it is for me. But Matt Stafford, I hope that he has a good future. He definitely deserves one. But that'll be it for this video, so leave a comment below telling me what you think about Matt Stafford's career if you want, and what you think the future will hold for him. But yeah, that's the video, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.